It seems as though not a day goes by that Elon Musk isn't in the news for one thing or another. However, the Tesla owner has recently been trending again after meeting with Twitter employees to address freedom of speech issues ahead of his proposed takeover of the social media giant. Today, we're going to discuss Elon's rare move of meeting with Twitter employees to give a freedom of speech address. Stay with us. First up, let's take a quick look at Elon's career so far. As you may or may not know, Musk was actually born in South Africa, but is now a naturalized American citizen. His first business venture back in 1995 saw him found Zip2 with his brother and Greg Corey, which was a web software company. The company was involved in maps, directions, and other things designed for an internet city guide. When the company sold in 1999, Musk made £22 million. Next up was XCOM and PayPal. XCOM was one of the first federal insured online banks, but trouble was brewing from the off, as Musk was viewed as being inexperienced and was quickly replaced as CEO. The company then merged with Confinity, which had its own money transfer service. PayPal. Musk made a comeback as CEO around this time, but was again ousted in September 2000. The company was then renamed PayPal and was then acquired by eBay, with Musk making a cool $175.8 million. He then went out on his own and became involved with a nonprofit called Mars Society. This piqued his interest in all things space, and soon after, Musk founded SpaceX in May 2002. The company focuses on reusable rockets and is one of the main players in the game at the moment. And of course, Elon is heavily involved in Tesla after investing $6.5 million early on, becoming the company's major shareholder. He then assumed leadership following the reshuffle after the 2008 financial crisis. What have you guys made of Musk's career so far? Pretty impressive, right? Next up, we're talking about his recent meeting with Twitter employees. Stay with us. Somewhat surprisingly, Elon recently met with Twitter employees to discuss freedom of speech issues online. Musk has often spoken of concerns that the company allows bots and fake accounts to continually operate on the platform, something which Twitter users have long complained about. Twitter's global head of brand experiences and engagement, Nola Weinstein, tweeted, of course, a Musk quote from the meeting, in which he said, "Trust is as trust does. I tend to be extremely literal in what I say. One does not need to read between the lines. One can simply read the lines." However, Weinstein later deleted the tweets and declined to comment. Musk is also thought to have outlined his goals for the company, suggesting it could be used by 1 billion people around the world in the near future, which would almost quadruple its current usage. He said, "I want Twitter to contribute to a better, long-lasting civilization where we better understand the nature of reality, better understand the nature of the universe, as much as it is possible to understand." Musk has also been critical of the fact that a lot of Twitter's workers actually work from home, and has even claimed in the past that the upper management should open the doors of their headquarters to the homeless people if their workers aren't going to use it. However, he did insinuate that there could be layoffs, as the company is now spending more money than they bring in. What have you guys made of all this? So what else went down in this meeting? Let's discuss. Musk has long campaigned for humans to be verified on the platform, which seems like a sensible policy, given the amount of abuse some people like to dish out. This would make everyone more accountable. He did say that he doesn't expect all users to have their real names on the platform, as this can only stop people from freely expressing their views, but they need to be able to be held accountable if needed. Employees were able to submit questions to Musk in advance, but moves such as this are rare when a purchase has not yet been finalized, especially when he's been uber critical of the company in the past. Musk has made it clear that he sees Twitter's moderation and safety policies as a threat to free speech. He has also suggested that he will completely remove these, while also welcoming former President Donald Trump back. He said, "We should allow all people to say what they want." One of the questions leveled at Musk suggested he has made incorrect statements about the company in the past. But as we know, Twitter employees lurch hard to the left, and the platform itself loves to shadow ban people for having views they don't like. It's totally fine to post pornographic images, though. Bizarrely, he has also toyed with the idea of moving the company's headquarters out of uber-liberal California, as well as potentially accepting Dogecoin as payment for premium accounts. What do you guys make of Musk's plans? Next up, Elon has rather suspiciously gone missing from Twitter. Amidst all this takeover talk, Elon Musk has never shied away from tweeting his thoughts and opinions, but fans of the eccentric millionaire have voiced their concerns over the past couple of days, as it has now been more than a week since he last posted. His last tweet came in a response to a post about a disagreement between SpaceX and the FCC over Starlink. However, just 24 hours later, he was known to have liked a series of tweets, but since that, 8 days ago, he has been somewhat of a ghost. What makes it even more bizarre is that he didn't warn people he was taking time out and didn't even comment on the fact his followers recently passed 100 million. As we all know, Musk is one of the platform's most high-profile and some might say controversial names, and is known to post daily, sometimes multiple times a day, so this unexpected absence is somewhat strange. He does have previous experience in this department though, but he does usually announce his departure. He's also in the midst of attempting to acquire the platform, so this could have something to do with his unexplained absence. He has previously said that the site has far more fake accounts than it likes to admit. It could all be down to the fact that SpaceX employees have criticized him for his continual posting on the platform, with an open letter which read, "Elon's behavior in the public sphere is a frequent source of distraction and embarrassment for us, particularly in recent weeks. Elon's demands of bringing Tesla workers back to the office haven't quite gone to plan. Stay with us." Elon recently told his Tesla workforce that they must all return to the office for a minimum of 40 hours per week. However, one report suggests that the company was ill-prepared for their whole workforce returning to work all at the same time. Problems ranged from lack of parking spots to shoddy Wi-Fi, while some workers were also left without a desk. Musk had told workers, anyone who wishes to do remote work must be in the office for a minimum, and I mean a minimum, of 40 hours per week or depart Tesla. This is less than we ask of factory workers. Musk reiterated his point of view in another email, telling senior management that they needed to be more visible. He also claimed that this is the reason he lived in the factory in his early days, completely seeming to miss the point that it was his own company. A lot of Tesla employees had decided to work from home through the pandemic, which of course we're not completely free of just yet. But Tesla actually doubled its workforce during the pandemic, which of course means that if there isn't double the office space, it's not going to work. And finally, Musk has been asked to save the day in Texas. Stay tuned. Musk has recently been asked to work in conjunction with the government to improve the U.S. power grids and make sure they're resilient and affordable. Fort Bend County, Texas, Representative Troy Nehls penned the letter to the Tesla chief in which he expressed concerns about the strain on the national grid, thanks to the government's plans to install EV charging power stations every 50 miles along Texas highways. He believes the extra power being used will cause an untold strain on the grid, resulting in power outages across the state. The congressman believes he can strike up a relationship with the billionaire to ensure stability in America's rising demand for electricity. He said, "I write to express my deep concerns regarding the potential inefficiencies of our nation's power grids as electric vehicles continue to become more popular. While the Biden administration refuses to acknowledge the expertise you bring as the chief executive officer of the largest electric vehicle company in the world, I believe you bring a unique perspective to help strengthen and increase the resiliency of the nation's power grids." It's unknown if Musk has responded as of yet. What do you guys think of this? As usual, thanks for stopping by, and remember to join us again next time for some more fun reveals. And why not do us a solid by liking and sharing today's video while also subscribing to our channel. Bye guys.